Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the
Good morning
updates.
students, welcome to Maths online class. Next topic in linear inequalities chapter is that graphical solution of linear inequalities in two variables. Suppose you have a plane like this, imagine this as a plane and if you draw one line in that plane then that line divides this plane into two parts, right? So that two parts are called half planes. Okay. So what do you mean by half planes? Half planes are the parts made by the line in the plane. Because of this line you have two parts in that plane. That two parts are called half a plane. Okay. Suppose you draw vertical line in a plane, then for example like this. This is a plane and I drawn one vertical line in that plane. Then left side you have one part, right side you have another part. Left part of the vertical line, that is called left half plane. Okay, half plane. And right part of this vertical line, right side part, that is called right half plane. So because of this vertical line you have two parts in the plane. Left part that is called left half plane and right side part is called right half plane. When you have a vertical line you have left half plane and right half plane in the plane. And suppose you draw non-vertical line like this, then you have upper side one part and lower side of this line one part, right? So then upper side of this is called upper half plane. Okay, upper half plane, that is upper part, and lower side you have one part, okay, that is called lower half plane. Okay. So when you have upper half plane and lower half plane, if you draw non-vertical lines, non-vertical line, then you have two parts, upper side one part, lower side one part. Upper side is called upper half plane, lower side is called lower half plane. Okay. So because of this non-vertical line in a plane, you have a upper half plane, upper place, and you have a lower half plane in a lower place of this non-vertical line. Okay. So you write about this. Vertical line or a line first, a line divides plane into two parts that are called half planes. Okay, that parts are called half planes. And a vertical line divides that plane into what and what? Into left half plane and right half plane. Okay, left half plane and right half plane. If you want a figure, then you can draw one smaller figure. This is a plane and draw one vertical line. This is a left. This is right half a plane, and this side is a left half a plane. If you see this figure and if you see this sentence, then easily you can understand. And a non-vertical line divides divides plane into what and what? Upper half plane and lower half plane. Okay, into upper half plane and lower half plane. Half plane, and you draw one rough figure for that. Draw one non-vertical line, then upper side you have this upper half plane, and lower side you have a lower half plane. Okay. So this thing you have to keep in mind. If you draw any line in a plane, then because of that line you have two parts. That two parts are called half planes. And if you draw vertical line like this, then the left side you have left half plane and right side you have right half plane. Suppose you draw non-vertical line like this, then you have upper half a plane upper side and a lower half plane lower side of that non-vertical line. Next, suppose you are given linear inequalities in two variables and to solve that inequality graphically. For example, I will take one simple inequality, okay, x plus y less than 4. Suppose you are given to solve this inequality graphically. How to solve this inequality graphically? You have to remove this inequality symbol by equal to symbol first. Okay, so if you remove this inequality symbol by equal to symbol, so then now you will get to one equation, right? What we done here, we removed this inequality symbol by equal to symbol. All other things we kept as it is. So then now you will get a one equation, that is the equation of what? Equation of a line. Okay. Equation of line you will get. If you remove that inequality symbol by equal to symbol, you will get a equation of the line. After that, what you have to do is you have to draw the graph of this line. You know how to draw the graph of any line. Okay. For that, to draw the graph of the line, you have to find any 2 points of this line. Any 2 points you can find. Okay. I'll find now 2 points of this line using table xy. Now I'll take x value 0. Any 2 points you can find. I'll find some points. If x is 0, so then what that gives x is 0 means that x term vanish, you will get y is equal to 4. So y place you have to write 4. Now I'll take y equal to 0. Okay, y 0. If y is 0, then this term will vanish. Okay, you will get x value, that is 4. So we got 2 points of this line from this table. Mark these 2 points in a Cartesian plane. Okay, Cartesian plane means you have to draw x axis and y axis. If you draw x axis and y axis, that is what? That is called a Cartesian plane. And actually here in a table, if you observe, you have only positive numbers. So only positive side of x axis and positive side of y axis enough. Okay, and you have to mark points at equal distances on both axes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have a graph sheet, then no need to mark already that are marked. Okay, 1 centimeter distance you have a lines, no, that you take as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 etc. on both side of axis, positive side 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 4 enough. This is x axis xo, x dash, and y axis is yo, y dash. Okay, and next you have to mark these 2 points in the Cartesian plane. First point is 0, 4. At the 0 line you have to move up to 4. Okay, here it is that point. This is a 0, 4 point. Next point is 4, 0. Okay, 4, 0 point that is on the x axis, that is here. This is point 4, 0. After that, what you have to do to get this line, you have to join that 2 points. Okay, but before joining that 2 points, what you have to do is you have to observe inequality symbol. If you have strict inequality symbol, this is very important. Okay, and you keep this in mind. Suppose you have strict inequality symbols like this, less than, strictly less than, or strictly greater than, then you have to use a broken line to join that two points. Okay, broken line means like this. Suppose you have strict inequality symbols in the given inequality, then to join the obtained 2 points you have to use a broken line like this. Okay, suppose you have a slack inequalities like this, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, then you have to use a continuous line to join that 2 points. Okay, now which inequality symbol we have here? See, this is a strictly less than symbol. So which type of line you have to use now to join this? You have to use a broken line. Okay, so join that 2 points using broken line. Okay, and after that, if you want, you can extend that line in both direction. Now this is what? This is the graph of the line x plus y is equal to 4. So after that you write the name of the line, that is x plus y is equal to 4 on the line. Okay, on the line anywhere you can write the name of the line x plus y is equal to 4. And now because of this non-vertical line, you already know that any line that divides a plane into two half planes. Now this line is also, this line means x plus y is equal to 4. That line also divides plane into two half planes, upper half plane and lower half plane. And in that two half plane, one half plane will be the solution region of this inequality. Solution region means that is the region containing all the solutions of this inequality. Okay, now we have to find a solution of this inequality. How to find solution of this inequality? I already said one half plane will be the solution region. You have upper half plane and lower half plane. How to decide which half plane will be the solution region? For that you have to do something. Okay, and to check which half plane is the solution region, you have to take one checking point. Usually we take a checking point 0, 0. What is this? This is the checking point. Okay, to take one checking point and already I taken checking point that is 0, 0, and that checking point should not be on the line x plus y is equal to 4. Actually you can take any point as a checking point, but that checking point should not be on this line. Okay, any pointer which is not on this line you can consider as a checking point, but usually we take a 0, 0 as a checking point. Why? Because that is easier to check, okay, than other points. So I taken a 0, 0 as a checking pointer for this inequality. Okay, so what is the inequality given to us? That is x plus y less than 4. How to check this checking pointer in this inequality? Always if you take some checking pointer and if you are checking that pointer for the inequality, you have to replace x place by x coordinate and y place by y coordinate of that checking point. So now you replace x place by x coordinate and y place by y coordinate of the checking point. So then what you get? X place 0 plus y place also 0 less than 4, and simplify this left side. 0 plus 0, that is 0, 0 less than 4, and this inequality is a correct inequality. So while checking a checking point in the inequality, if the simplification of that inequality gives a correct inequality like this, then you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. Now you see the half planes. In which half plane you have checking point 0, 0. What is 0, 0? 0, 0 means that is nothing but the origin. Okay, this is the point 0, 0, that is origin. Checking point we taken is what? That is the origin. Now which half plane you can see checking point? Lower half plane, right? Below this non-vertical line you have a checking point 0, 0. So if you get the correct inequality like this, then you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. Okay, so you have to shade below the line x plus y is equal to 4. Why? Because below the line you have checking point. So always keep in mind that if you get correct inequality while checking the checking point in the inequality, then you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. I'll write here for your reference. Okay. So then the solution region is the region or is the half plane containing the checking point. So while simplifying inequality for a checking point, if you get correct inequality, always you have to shade which half plane? Half plane containing the checking point. That half plane you have to shade, and that shaded region, shaded half plane, that will be the solution region. Solution region means in that region how many points are there? You have infinitely many points in that shaded region. All that points are the solutions of this inequality. Okay. Solution region means that is the region containing all the solutions of the given inequality. So suppose you get correct inequality like this, you have to shade, and that shaded region will be the solution region. Suppose you get a wrong inequality while taking a checking point. For example, suppose we take this one, x plus y greater than 4. Suppose you have inequality like this, x plus y greater than 4. Suppose you are given this inequality to solve graphically, then same thing you have to do, that is you have to remove that inequality symbol by equal to symbol. So then you will get the same line of x plus y is equal to 4. That is the equation of the line, and you have to draw the graph of this line. To draw the graph of this line, you have to find any 2 points of that line. Here already we find points 0, 4 and 4, 0, and we have a graph of that line also here. Okay. And to draw the graph of any line, what you do, you will find 2 points of that line. Already we have 2 points of that line, and you have to mark that 2 points on the Cartesian plane. Here you have point, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a point 0, 4, first point of the table, and second point of the table is 4, 0, that is here 4, 0. Okay, and after marking that 2 points, you have to join that 2 points. Before joining that 2 points, you have to observe the inequality symbol, that is a strict symbol. So if you have strict symbol, what you have to do? You have to use a broken line to join that 2 points. Okay, already we joined that 2 points by a broken line, because in the previous inequality also we have a same type of symbol, that is a strict symbol. After doing this, you have to write the name of the line on the line, x plus y is equal to 4. After that, what you have to do? You have to decide which half plane will be the solution region of this inequality. To decide that, you have to take one checking point. Okay, here also I will take a same checking point, that is 0, 0. That is easier to check than other points. For that reason, I taken 0, 0. Okay. Now inequality given to us is x plus y greater than 4. Okay. So how to check this checking point in this inequality? X place you have to replace by x coordinate, y place you have to replace by y coordinate. Okay. So then now what that gives? 0 plus 0, that is greater than, same symbol you have to carry, greater than 4. Simplify this little. 0 plus 0, that is 0 greater than 4. Whether this inequality is a correct inequality or wrong inequality. Simplification of this inequality gives you 0 greater than 4. Actually 0 is less than 4, right? but what you have here, 0 is greater than 4. So this is what? This is a wrong inequality. Suppose you get a wrong inequality, then which half plane you have to shade? You have to shade the half plane which is not containing the checking point. Which half plane is not containing the checking point? Where is your checking point? Checking point is here, 0, 0, okay, that is origin. And lower half plane, that is containing the checking point 0, 0. But the upper half plane, that region is not containing the checking point. So you have to shade what? You have to shade upper half plane. Why you have to shade upper half plane? Because that half plane is not containing the checking point. Okay. Why you have to shade that region? Because here we got a wrong inequality. Always if you take one checking point and if you get the wrong inequality for that checking point, then you have to shade the half plane not containing the checking point. Okay. So then the solution region, is the region or half plane, is the region or a half plane not containing the checking point. You have to observe that carefully, okay, in which half plane you are not having a checking point, that half plane you have to shade, and that shaded region will be the solution region for the given inequality. Okay. So that two main things you have to keep in mind. Suppose you get a correct inequality, then you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. If you get a wrong inequality for the checking point, then you have to shade the half plane not containing the checking point. Okay. These two things you have to keep in mind. Okay. Next you have problems. Solve the following inequalities graphically in a two-dimensional space. Okay. Under that first problem is x plus y less than 5. Suppose you are given any inequality, then what you have to do? You have to remove that inequality symbol by equal to symbol. Okay. So remove that inequality symbol by equal to symbol. So then now you got one equation of a line. Okay. You have to draw the graph of this line. To draw the graph of this line, you have to find 2 points. Okay. So get 2 points using table like this. I will take x value 0. If x value is 0, x term vanish, then you will get y is equal to 5. Enter that in place of 5. Now we take y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, then you will get x equal to 5. Easily you will get 2 points by taking x 0 and y 0. Okay. When x is 0, find the corresponding value of 5, and when y is equal to 0, find the corresponding value of y. So the corresponding value of x. If you find like this, then you will get 2 points very easily. Okay. And these points are easy to mark also. Okay. This point always lies on the y axis, and 5, 0 second point that lies always on the x axis. Suppose you find points like this. Okay. So now after that what you have to do? You have to draw two-dimensional space Cartesian plane. Okay. Draw x axis and y axis. Now since you got only positive numbers and 0, positive side of x axis and positive side of y axis enough. So I drawn only that much. Okay. X axis name is xo, x dash, and y axis name is yo, y dash. And on both axes you have to mark points at equal distances. Okay. And take that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on a y axis also mark points at equal distances. Take that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. You can mark further also, but no use now, because here we have points, 2 points, 0, 5, that is at 0 you have to move up to 5, that is here. I already said first point that is already we marked, that is on the y axis. First point is always on the y axis, this point is always on the x axis. Okay. X axis 5, 0. Keep in mind that suppose the first coordinate is 0, then that point in general, suppose I take a 0 comma x point, then this point is always on the y axis. That you learnt already in your lower classes. And suppose the second coordinate is 0 and this is some number x comma 0, then this point is always on the x axis. If a second number is 0, then that point will be on the x axis. If first number is 0, that lies on the y axis. If both are 0, you know that point lies on both axes, x axis as well as y axis. That means in the point of intersection of x axis and y axis. Okay, so that is a basic thing, no need to write in notes. And now first point 0 comma 5 that we marked here, 0 comma 5 that is here, and 5 comma 0. After that what you will do, you have to join that two points, right? But before joining that two points, just observe inequality symbol. Inequality symbol is a strict or slack strict symbol, right? If you have strict symbol, you have to join that two points using broken line. So use a broken line to join that two points. After that you extend that in both direction. Okay, so then what next? You have to write the name of the line, that is x plus y is equal to 5. Now you have two half plane, upper side and lower side of this line. Now which half plane will be the solution region of this given inequality? To decide that, we take a checking point 0 comma 0. You can take a checking point 0 comma 0. Why? Because that checking point is not on this broken line. So take that 0 comma 0, that is the checking point. Now how to check this point in the inequality? You have to replace x place by first number, y place by second number. So then what you will get? This is the inequality, x plus y less than 5. X place first number, y place second number, less than 5, 0 less than 5. So while simplifying the inequality, we got a 0 less than 5, and you know that a 0 is less than 5. So this is the correct inequality. Suppose you get a correct inequality, then which half plane you have to shade? You have to shade the half plane containing this checking point, because that checking point gives a correct inequality, means that point satisfies the inequality. That point satisfies the inequality means that will be one of the solutions of this inequality. Okay, so for that reason you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point 0 comma 0. Now observe which half plane is containing the checking point. See, lower side, lower part of this broken line, you have checking point 0 comma 0. Here you have checking point 0 comma 0. So you have to shade which half plane? You have to shade the half plane containing the checking point, and lower half plane, in that you can see checking point. So lower half plane is containing the checking point, so you have to shade the lower half plane like this. Okay, so now this shaded region is the solution region of this inequality. Okay, so this completes the answer of this. You solved this inequality graphically. Okay, what you shaded, that shaded region is the solution region, means that contains all the solutions of this inequality. Suppose you have a broken line in the graph, then points on that broken line are not the solution of the given inequality. Suppose you have continuous line, then points on that continuous line are also the solution of the given inequality. Okay, thank you. Second problem is 2x plus y greater than or equal to 6. You are given to solve this inequality graphically. Now what you have to do first? First remove this inequality symbol by equal to symbol. So then now you get like this, 2x plus y inequality symbol you have to replace by equal to symbol, not by erasing. You have to write after that. Okay, in the next step. So then now you will get one equation, that is the equation of a line. After that you have to draw the graph of the line 2x plus y is equal to 6. To draw the graph, what you have to do, you have to get any 2 points on that line. But I will take a point like this. When x equal to 0, what you will get? If you can't simplify in mind directly, you can do steps how to get a y value. Okay, that actually no need take this as a rough step. Okay, just to get other coordinate. When x equal to 0, what you will get? 2 into 0 plus y is equal to 6. This will vanish. 2 into 0, 0, 0 plus y is y is equal to 6. So enter that in a y place. Next, when y is equal to 0, when y is equal to 0, what you will get? When y is 0, this term will vanish. You will get 2x equal to 6. So then x equal to 6 into 2 another side as by 2. X equal to 6 by 2, that gives you 3. If you can't do directly like that, then do steps like this in the side of your page. When y is equal to 0, this equation becomes 2x plus y plus 0 is equal to 6. You will get 2x plus 0, that is 2x equal to 6. You will get x equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. Enter that x equal to 3 in place of x. So we got 2 points, that are 0, 6 and 3, 0. Okay, mark these 2 points in the Cartesian plane. Now also you have only 0 and positive numbers. So only positive side of x axis and y axis enough. On both axes mark points at equal distances. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 6 enough, and on y axis also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you have to write the name of both axes, x axis xo x dash and y axis is yo y dash. Okay, after that join before joining you have to mark points that points are 0, 6, that is on the which axis? On the y axis 0, 6, it is your 0, 6, highlight that point like this, and 3, 0 point that is on the x axis, here it is, highlight that point. Okay, these are the 2 points we obtained from the table. Okay, and after that what you have to do, you have to join that 2 points, but to join that 2 points you have to observe the inequality symbol. Which symbol you have? You have slack symbol. Okay, if you have slack symbol, you can use a continuous line to join that 2 points. After joining that 2 points, you can extend in both direction, lower side as well as upper side, without changing the direction of your scale. Okay, and next you have to write the name of the line. On that line 2x plus y is equal to 6. Okay, now you have 2 half plane, upper side and lower side. Now which half plane will be the solution region? To decide that, take a checking point 0, 0. Can we take checking point 0, 0? Always you see the constant number in that equation. If that constant number is other than 0, like this 6, 7 or any negative numbers, any positive numbers or any negative numbers as a constant number, then always you can take a checking point 0, 0. Okay, if you have a constant number 0, for example like this 2x plus y is equal to 0, then you cannot take a checking point 0, 0. At that time 0, 0 will be on the line 2x plus y is equal to 0. That will you will come to know when we have problems of that type. Okay, now keep that aside. Now we taken checking point 0, 0. Now take the inequality, that is 2x plus y greater than or equal to 6. Same inequality symbol you have to use. Okay, same inequality you have to take. Now put x place 0 and y place 0 in this inequality. So then now what you will get 2 into 0 plus y plus 0 greater than or equal to 6. Now you can understand why this checking point is easier to check. Why? Because you will get a 0 0, 0 plus 0, that is a 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 6. Whether this inequality is correct inequality or wrong inequality, whether 0 is greater than or equal to 6 or no, right? So this is what? This is a wrong inequality. If you get a wrong inequality, which half plane you have to shade? If you get a wrong inequality, you have to shade the half plane not containing the checking point. Which half plane you are not, in which half plane you are not having checking point? See, upper half plane, in upper side of this line, you are not having a checking point 0, 0. That is in the lower half plane, okay. So which half plane you have to shade? You have to shade upper half plane. So shade of upper half plane. Why? Because we got wrong inequality, so we are shading the half plane that is not containing the checking point, okay. This arrow mark that indicates this shading is continuous, okay. You can shade a full, if you have time you can shade full, okay, all that points in that shaded region are the solutions of this inequality, okay. So now this shaded region, that is what? That is the solution region of this inequality, means that gives all the solutions of the given inequality. Now you have a continuous line, right? So continuous, if you have continuous line, then that implies points on this continuous line are also the solutions of the given inequality. Suppose you have continuous line, then points on that continuous line are also the solutions of the given inequality. Suppose you have a broken line like this, then points on this line are not the solutions of the given inequality. That thing you have to keep in mind, okay. Next inequality you have to solve is this one, 3x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. What you have to do? You have to remove inequality symbol by equal to symbol. So remove, then you will get equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. That represent the equation of a line, okay. Now you have to draw the graph of this line. For that, do table to get 2 points of that line, okay. I'll take x 0, and these are rough steps you have to do in the side of your page, okay. When x equal to 0, how this equation becomes? 3 into 0 plus 4 into y is equal to 12. 3 into 0, that is 0, plus 4y is equal to 12. So y is equal to what you will get? Y is equal to 12 into 4, another side as by 4. 4 ones 4 3 times. So that is what? That is y value. So enter that in a y column, okay. Next this is when x equal to 0. Next when y is equal to 0. When y is equal to 0, what you will get in this equation? 3 into x plus 4 into y, that is 0. Now that is equal to 12. 0 into anything is 0. So this term will vanish. So you will get 3x is equal to 12. So you will get x is equal to 12 by 3, and 3 ones 3 4 times. So x equal to 4, you have to enter in x place. We taken y is equal to 0. So now these points are easy to mark in the graph. Draw x-axis and y-axis. Only positive side of x-axis and positive side of y-axis enough, okay. And on both axes you have to mark points at equal distances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 4 enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. And origin is 0, 0. X-axis name you have to write xo x dash, y-axis name that is yo y dash, okay. First point 0, 3, that is on the y-axis, that is here. Highlight that point 0, 3, and second point in the table is 4, 0, that is on the x-axis, that is here 4, 0. Highlight that point, okay. Now you have to join that 2 points using a continuous line. Why? Because you have slack inequality, okay. If you have slack inequality, then you have to join up the marked points by using continuous line. Okay, and you can extend in both direction. Without changing the direction of your scale, you have to extend. Okay, don't change the direction of a scale like this or like this. Should not change the direction of a scale while extending the line. After that, you have to write the name of the line on the line. 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Okay, now you have two half planes, upper one and lower one. Which half plane is the solution region? To decide that, take a checking point 0, 0. Can we take a checking point 0, 0? We can take, because 0, 0 is not on this line. Okay, so we take that checking point 0, 0 to check that inequality. 3x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. So checking point means what? You have to use x value 0 and y value 0. Y place you have to replace by y coordinate of that checking point. X place you have to use x coordinate of that point. So both are zeros now. So 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0 less than or equal to 12. Left side 0 into any is 0. So here on left side you will get a 0 less than or equal to 12. Whether this inequality is a correct inequality, you know that 0 is less than 12. So this inequality is a correct inequality. So if you get a correct inequality, which half plane you have to shade? You have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. Why? Because you got a correct inequality here. If you get the correct inequality, you have to shade the half plane containing the checking point. In the lower half plane, in the lower part, you have checking point 0, 0. This is your checking point 0, 0. So you have to shade the lower half plane, and this will be the solution region for the given inequality 3x plus 4y less than or equal to 12. And points on this continuous line are also the solutions of the given inequality. Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.